Why do you have a royal family photo on your Twitter profile? I tell people this story from time to time, and as new people come in, they don't know it. So I'll tell it again real briefly. So there's this concept called the social sinkhole. And so if you look at sinkholes, they don't form from the top down, they form from the bottom up. And then what happens is, as you're driving down the road, if you're unlucky, you fall into a sinkhole. Now, thousands of cars every day will be going across that sinkhole, not realizing they're driving over it. So everything from the outside looks totally normal. And until that one day when you're unlucky and you just happen to be heavy enough and it happened to be weak enough, and then boom, this big pit materializes. Societies are the same way. So for a long time, you think the government's okay, social structures are fine, institutions are running, everything is business as normal. Then suddenly it all falls apart. And you look back and say, how did this happen? How did we not notice that? So if you look at Europe in the 19th century, mostly led by kings. And that picture is a great example of that. That was the funeral of a British monarch who died right at the turn of the 19th to 20th century, I think around 1910. And all those people controlled like a quarter of the world's resources and had the largest militaries, were basically really powerful people. Within 10 years, at the end of World War One, those people, most of them had been depowered, some killed, some deplatformed. So in that picture, people look at that and they say they control the world. That's that institution. But meanwhile, there's a social sinkhole that's happening, and everything falls to hell. And then suddenly, 10 years later, none of those people really have as much relevance as they used to. They're just gone. And that's the point of the picture, is how quickly things can change, and how quickly society can change. And so we look at the dollar; it's absolutely supreme, and 40% of the dollars in circulation have been brought into circulation in the last 2 years. So we think the dollar is strong and powerful. The U.S. government is strong and powerful. They keep making decisions like this. That's accelerating the sinkhole. You keep driving down that road, but at some point something will happen, another 2008, and then boom, we all fall in it. And you can put that flag in the background too if they keep doing what they're doing.